Well, the Padres are making another pitching signing with an invitation to spring training. Welcome back to Clemhawks. I'm Gillis TV, and if you're new to the channel and like anything MLB, doesn't matter the team, we have it covered here on Clemhawks. So if you could kindly hit that subscribe button, that'd be great. We are on our way to 5,000 subscribers. Now let's get into it. There is a long time he was really good in his prime, early days, hasn't played since 2020. That's right, I'm talking about Cole Hamels is on his way back on a minor league deal. The Padres and left-hander Cole Hamels are in agreement on a minor league deal. Reports from Robert Murray of Fansided. Presumably, Hamels will receive an invitation to Major League Spring Training once the deal is finalized. The Southpaw is represented by John Bogues and Associates. Hamels, who is 39, is a wild card at this point in his career. He spent many years as one of the most reliable and consistent hurlers in the big leagues, but has barely pitched at all over the past 3 seasons. From 2006 through to 2019, he logged just shy of 2,700 innings with a 3.42 ERA in that time. He pitched at least 130 frames in all of 14 of those campaigns and topped 180 in 11 of them. His ERA was never higher than 4.32 in any individual season, and he kept that mark under 4 in all of but 3 of those years. He also pitched in the postseason in 8 of those campaigns, winning the NLCS and World Series MVP honors in 2008 with the world champion Philadelphia Phillies. So Hamels coming out, signing this minor league deal. It's not finalized on term yet, but they are in agreement on a minor league deal. Gets the chance to say, hey, look, I still have it. I don't believe he will be a starter. He will be more of a bullpen arm at this point of his career, which is fine. Having that extra lefty in your bullpen really helps a team out for sure. But as mentioned, the story has been flipped in recent years. Hamels signed a 1-year, $18 million deal with Atlanta for 2020, but was slowed by a shoulder irritation at the start of the season as the start of the season neared. The pandemic ended up putting everything on pause, giving him time to recuperate. Once things ramped up again, however, he was dealing with the tricep tendonitis. He came off the IL in September and made 1 start, but went right back on the IL after that. He didn't sign with anyone in the other off seasons, eventually holding a showcase in July of 2021 to demonstrate his health to interested clubs. The Dodgers signed him at that point, but he was ruled out for the season just a couple weeks later with his shoulder pain returning. He didn't pitch at all in 2022, recently telling the Associated Press that he underwent 3 surgeries in the past year on his left shoulder, right knee, and left foot. Nothing less, he still had his sights on making a comeback and held a showcase for scouts last month. The Padres were connected to him and Michael Wacha in rumors a few days ago and now added both pitchers to their staff. It's tough to know what to expect from Hamels at this point of his career. That single start in 2020 is his only appearance over the past 3 years, and he's under the knife quite a bit since then. But since this is just a minor league deal, there is no risk for the Padres. They could bring him into camp and see if he is capable of getting back on track at all, or even slightly close to what he was. So we're going to stop there for a minute. If they could bring Hamels back and even be that bullpen arm, he's gone through surgeries. He probably feels really good. He did do a showcase for teams interested. And now the Padres went out and got the 2 guys they actually wanted over the course of this offseason as minor signings not really a minor signing in Michael Wacha. That's a pretty good signing for them. But they also add Hamels, who can, even if he doesn't play much, can bring that veteran leadership to the core guys and help them out a lot, where if they're a younger pitcher, learn some things from Hamels. He was really good on years on end until injuries started to happen, and he can become that one guy that people just, hey, We know you're really good. Can you teach me something about maybe changing up my fastball a bit, my slider? What fundamentals do you do that can help me grow as a person too? So that is what he brings, as well as a chance to actually help the team out too. Until recently, the club had a very lopsided rotation. Joe Musgrove, Yu Darvish, and Blake Snell provided them a strong front three, but there were question marks behind them. The front runners for the back end spots in the rotation were Nick Martinez and Seth Lugo, both of whom are not really established as starters. Martinez had better results out of the bullpen last year, while Lugo hasn't really been a starter since 2017. The signing of Waka this week could help firm up the back of the rotation, since he put up a 3.32 ERA with the Red Sox last year. Hamels will be trying to prove himself healthy and force his way in the mix. If either Lugo or Martinez struggle in the attempts to secure the rotation job, the Padres will need another option on hand, and they are also the inventable pitcher injury to consider. They have other options on the roster, such as Adrian Moron, Jay Grome, Brett Honeywell Jr., Reese Neer, Ryan Weathers, and Pedro Avila. But if Hamels is looking anything like his old self, he could leapfrog all those guys. If he does so, he'll be pitching for his hometown team, having been born and raised in the San Diego area. So like I said, Hamels has had a career so far, and we're going to pull up his stats here quickly. I like to go over career stats. He's played in 423 games, going 163 and 122 in his career. Pretty good for considering, the Phillies weren't good after that World Series for a bit. And, the teams he played on have a huge impact on that too. I say that about a lot of pitchers. Yes, some of the blame is on the pitchers, but some of the blame is also on the team. The pitcher can maybe give up 2 runs a game, but if your team can't score more than 2 runs, they still get the loss, and it looks bad on them. So it's a whole team game when it comes to that. Now, in those 423 games, he's had an ERA of 3.43. He's pitched 2,698 innings and accumulating 2,560 strikeouts. So that's pretty good for Cole Hamels. Like it said, he started his career in Philly, where the worst ERA he ever had in his career was in that one game for Atlanta, where it was 8.10. But if he played more games, he's played for Philly, he's played for Texas, he's played for Chicago, the Cubs, he's played for Atlanta, of course the Dodgers, but never got a start. He's a solid guy that will help the Padres, and hopefully he can make that turn. I don't see him as a starter like a lot of people think. I think he might be more of a bullpen arm at this point of his career, but hey, he could prove me wrong. But that is it for me today. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and please make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one.